Leo, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecast. I hope you guys are doing well. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what the energy is like for this reading. It is timeless, so whenever you're guided to tune in and watch this, hopefully there's something in the messages that makes sense for you. I'll be pulling from 3 decks here, my Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck, as well as the Fire and Ice LENORMAND by Angelic Revelation 144. And I'm just wanting to revisit the Tarot Teacher. This is my revised edition, especially for those who want to be able to learn how to read tarot for yourselves, making it really easy to learn. It's got upright and reversed interpretations. So if you're interested in this one, as well as any of the decks you see here, of course, I'll have the link down below in the description box. All right, Leo, so let's get into it. Whoever it is that you're focused on and thinking about, let's see. What is it that you need to know? All right. What do you need to know for this particular reading? And I don't know if I said it already, but it is a general reading. So always take from it what makes sense for you personally. All right, here we go. What are they thinking? What are they feeling? What do you need to know right now for Leo? And we've got 2 cards. I was just going to pull one, but we'll go ahead and do that. Moving on, okay. Ooh, Lost and Found. Interesting combination. Okay, so moving on. I've had so much to think about lately, where I've been, where I am, and where I want to be. I know the road I've traveled. It hasn't been easy, but it hasn't broken me. I never thought I'd be traveling this road without you. It was always you and I. If our paths are meant to cross again, we will. For now, I have to move on. So, Leo, is it you that's moving on, or has somebody moved on from you? We'll see. And then we have Lost and Found. You've always been my guiding light. When I was worried, sad, overwhelmed, uncertain, scared, anxious, depressed, confused, you were always there to help me find my way through this maze called life. I'd be lost without you. Look at that. I'd be lost without you, and I'm forever grateful that my path led me to you. So this person, I feel, you know, they could be feeling very lost without you in their life, especially if it's you that decided to move on. But that could be reversed for some of you. So let's dig a little bit deeper and let's see what else. What else? And we got 2 cards again, okay. This is a masculine that's coming through. And we have dice, risk and gamble, future change, taking a leap of faith. Okay, so that reminds me a bit of the Fool's energy in tarot. Or maybe they want a new beginning, but are they willing to take a risk? We'll see. Bottom of the deck, look at that. We have the feminine. Maybe you guys are both on the same page without even realizing it, you know, wondering, is it worth the time? Is it worth the risk to try again, perhaps? So let's see. But you're both represented in this reading. One of you has decided to move on, but the other one is feeling lost. For Leo. Okay, so we do have a reverse card here, which is the 7 of Cups. All right, so the reversed interpretation is reality, clarity, overwhelmed by choices, lack of purpose, diversion, confusion, alignment, personal values, sobriety. Okay, lots of interpretations, feeling trapped, avoiding issues. So take any part of that interpretation that makes sense for your scenario in particular. So part of the reason perhaps why you guys are not together right now is because somebody had way too many options and choices, perhaps. Certainly when it comes to love, when it comes to romance. And part of the reality right now is, let's just say, Leo, if you're the one that decided to move on, the other person, they're not quite understanding perhaps the reasoning behind that, and that could be where the confusion lies. Okay, and it is mentioned in the Lost and Found card, you know, that they could be anxious, depressed, or even confused. So, you know, it could be the masculine, it could be the feminine. It just depends on who's able to relate with that type of energy. Look at that, we've got the 8 of Cups. So one of you guys definitely decided to distance yourselves and walk away, and the other one is feeling very lonely because that happened. Wow. What else for Leo? Another reversed card, which is the Judgment card. Okay. So lack of self-awareness, self-doubt, self-hate, poor logic, hasty judgment, stagnation. So if things are stagnant right now between the two of you, there is not a whole lot of movement. There's not a whole lot going on here. Malicious gossip, false accusations is also a part of the interpretation in the reverse. Unfair blame. Somebody's indecisive right now as well. That might have something to do with the confusion. Okay. That could also be why one of you decided to move on, because the other one could be wishy-washy and just unable to make a decision about the two of you. We do have the Lovers. You could also be dealing with Gemini here. So the attraction, the love, that was, I feel, not a question. You know, that wasn't ever the problem, perhaps. But somebody made some wrong choices here or had way too many options. Because the Lovers card is a choice card. It is a decision time card. But somebody made the wrong choice, which is why somebody ended up getting hurt here. 3 of Swords, okay? And now they're feeling the ramifications of those actions. But it definitely created a breakup, a separation between the two of you. And so there's somebody here who's feeling like they want to roll that dice again, but they're also afraid that it might not work out in their favor. Let's see. Somebody got hurt here. I feel both parties could have ultimately gotten hurt, but there could also be a scenario where there could have been infidelity or third parties here. So now now we've got the 7 of Swords. So yeah, cheating, infidelity could have been a real thing here. All right, somebody was being manipulative or deceptive. And that is what ultimately broke you guys up. So it is clarifying with that 2 of Swords that we have a stalemate. We have stagnation that's coming through here. And until that is addressed, there will be no movement, unfortunately. Somebody has to make a choice that'll get this scenario moving. Without action, it's not going to happen. We have another reversal here, which is the Page of Swords. All talk and no action. That's why there's not a whole lot that's happening here. Bad ideas, lack of ideas, deception again. Okay, manipulation again. Haphazard action, head in the clouds, a dimwit, cynical, paranoia. All of those interpretations coming through here. There was no equality. There was no equal give and take, which is why there was this need to just perhaps sever ties and somebody needed to move on. So it depends, Leo, on how this is playing out for you. And bottom of the deck, look at that. You've got your own Leo energy coming through with the Strength card. So if you were on the receiving end of getting hurt here, this is you trying to pick up the pieces and trying to just to find the courage perhaps to just get back up and learn from this and move on. So I'm kind of feeling for my Leos that it is you that had to move on from this person, and that is why we have a stalemate. So more than likely, either you're not interested in revisiting this connection because they hurt you so deeply, or right now you're just not ready to move forward and to perhaps even think of getting back into the dating scene or getting back into another connection. So focus on where you're at, focus on your own healing. If what you need right now is solitude to just be able to think and just be on your own, then honor that. That's the best thing you can do right now. And I can tell you the other person, they are definitely feeling the ramifications of those poor choices that they made before. Okay, so I'll leave that there. If you're interested in your own reading, Leo, that info is down below in the description box, as well as the link to the decks you see here. Thank you guys so much. I will see you in the next reading. Thank you.